Hey Crisis Connection members and allies, my name is Kurt Erickson. I'm a field representative with AFSCME Council 5, here to bring you a bargaining update on contract negotiations at Crisis Connections. Our last meeting was on Monday, April 21st, and it was action-packed. We made a lot of progress. We obtained an agreement on our union security language, which basically is going to guarantee the right of the union to survive over the long term. It allows for people to pay their dues via checkoff from their payroll deduction, and it also makes sure that everybody who is in the bargaining unit will pay dues or a fee in exchange for the services that the union provides. In addition, we reached agreement on a grievance procedure. We have reached agreement on issues related to holidays, and a variety of other small issues. In fact, we don't have much left on the table after our big day on Monday. Currently, the issues that are outstanding in bargaining are duration, how long will the contract be, wages, what exactly will be the wage increases and premium pays, discipline, and scheduling. And the fact is, we've had good conversations on all of these topics, and we are actually pretty close to reaching agreement on them. Our next meeting is on Friday, May 9th. In order to get as far as we did on Monday, we had to reach out to some of our friends in the political community who were very helpful to all of our new members at Crisis Connections. We did some research that showed that Canvas Health and Crisis Connections have big contracts with Hennepin County and Ramsey County. Canvas Health does more than $500,000 a year worth of business with Hennepin County, a large part of it for Crisis Connections. And in Ramsey County, Canvas Health does over $350,000 worth of business a year in providing phone referral services, answering phones after hours and on weekends for child protection, adult services, that kind of thing. And AFSCME has long-standing friendly relationships with Hennepin County board members, Ramsey County board members, and the county attorneys in both Hennepin and Ramsey County. In bargaining, we also learned that, once again, Crisis Connections is facing some financial difficulties. We in AFSCME have a lot of experience at working with county boards and the state legislature to obtain funding for vital services like those which Crisis Connections provides, and we offered to help search for and obtain that funding once we got a contract reached. Well, one suggestion that the employer had was for the state of Minnesota to provide money for phone counseling services the way that they provide money for text counseling services. The author of the state's text counseling legislation, the state's text counseling law, is a representative named Sundin from up north on the Iron Range. Between our last couple of bargaining sessions, before we met on April 21st, the employer got 3 letters from elected officials. First, Representative Sundin. Second, Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman. And third, Ramsey County Attorney John Choi. Each of these elected officials urged the employer to stop stalling, basically, at the bargaining table, agree to agency shop provisions, and refocus on providing important social services. The authors of these letters also pointed out that the union had filed unfair labor practice charges against the employer, and that while the charges are still under investigation by the National Labor Relations Board, all of the elected officials were concerned that their government agencies, the state, Hennepin County, Ramsey County, would not want to be doing business with people that violated important laws like the National Labor Relations Act. So the upshot of all of the political activity and bargaining activity is we have moved the ball very far forward, and we are optimistic about getting this contract done in the near future. As I said, our next bargaining session is on May 9th. If you have questions about what's happening at the bargaining table or ideas about scheduling in particular, please talk to Ann Bellamy or Meg Dorr. In the meantime, keep wearing your union buttons. There are some union t-shirts floating around the office. Grab one, wear it, put up your union signs while you're working, and keep your chins up and stay hopeful. Things are looking good.